How long should you spend on reading a research article? So realistically, I would spend at least a couple of hours reading a research article. I know that's far too long for many people. And this is actually the problem when you look into scientific research. I get reviewers for my work that I know that they haven't even really took the time that they've read the article and gone through great detail. And we have this incentive. We have every incentive not to read articles. The way that we actually get published as researchers and as scientists is to write. The more that we write, the more that we're novelists, the more money that we actually make. And the problem is that creates a very shallow understanding on how the world actually works. Because everybody is going and doing very shallow reading. They're not going to go into great depth and thought, and they're not going to spend the time to think about equations or data or anything else that's happening within the research article. I like to think, and I like to imagine this, and this is one thing that I noticed whenever I review articles on, in my field. I review a lot of articles, read other people's articles, and I've done okay with that. I have, there's only the people that have not seen this, don't know who I am. I've actually won a bunch of rewards. I don't really care about it, but what I realize is that it's a death spiral. So there's this idea that, particularly with reactors, for example, a nuclear reactor, is that they'll reach a sort of critical point and then it'll spiral off and implode on itself. And it's kind of what's happening with almost all of the scientific endeavors, is that there's just so much going on and we get incentivized to write nothing else. That's the only thing that's the only thing that matters, is writing those research articles. So everything else, all of the other efforts are pushed away. And this goes with reading and having deep understanding about what's actually truly going on. And you'll get a sense of that very quickly in terms of whether somebody's actually read your work, or whether somebody has, that they understand what's going on, that they actually have a true understanding about what's going on. And I'm not sort of making you feel guilty because we go in sort of these different layers of understanding. There'll be a moment that I'll really clearly understand something and then I'll forget about it. And I will be all murky about how to do these things. But honestly, it's really how long you actually want to spend the time to understand what's truly going on. And if your incentive is to just have a cursory look and to just kind of do little smatterings of things, by all means, go do that kind of stuff. But I'm going to tell you this, that you're not going to have a very good understanding of the world when you do that. And I see lots of people like that. And that's the incentive. That's what we have to work with, is to have this cursory understanding that we're really not truly making sense of the world and taking this deeper understanding about what's going on and spending the time to take a deep dive and investigate something and really truly understand what is happening. So I can't help you. You're probably going to want to do a cursory understanding of what's going on and read a 30-second snippet of an abstract and then move on. That's fine. But you're not going to get that understanding. So if you really want to get an understanding about what's going on, man, it takes a long time. It takes me days sometimes to read an article, to understand, to make sense of what they're actually saying. And if there's more detail and more mathematics and all that kind of stuff, man, it takes even longer. So yeah, if you want to have that cursory understanding, go nuts. Prioritize reading as many articles as you can. But if you really want to have that in-depth understanding, pick a damn hard article to read and read it and actually spend the time to figure out what the heck that they're actually saying. And if you want to make a difference, I believe, perhaps I'm wrong, but I believe you have to take that deep dive and really explore what people are saying. But you know what? You're not going to get anything for it. People are going to say that you're stupid, you're wasting your time. So be it. All right, take care and have a wonderful day.